Hi and hello everyone. This is another exciting session about data visualization for real estate. And by the end of this session, you will notice that how easy and pleasing it becomes when the data has been rightly visualized, and how easy and simple it becomes to identify information from the data. Just within a glance view, you are getting all the answers that you come across. Whereas if you see the data in numbers only, you just get perplexed, confused, not even deciding about able to decide about whether you should take this decision or that decision, or what you should do. So this is the data about Cape Coral, Florida, and this is the data of 2016-17. This is the data source. I've already transformed and extracted and transformed the data for you. Here you can see the data. This is the summary sheet. It has all the data about 2016, 2017, and this data is about rent. You can see it's being organized on monthly basis. However, they are looking very black and white. That's like there are so many numbers, but I cannot understand what these numbers are telling me. There's not like I cannot compare this information properly. Um, I cannot even clearly identify what they are saying. Are these numbers meaningful or not? I know that there must be some very important information hidden, but this is not clear to me at all at this just by looking at this from the glance view. It has number of tabs. This is with the MLS number, all the houses that are being rented. This data is organized by square feet. You can see 1000 to 1099 square feet, rent per square feet for 2016 for 2017. And similarly, it's being sorted by year, built since 2015, and then these are monthly data. So you can see that all the data has been extracted and transformed into tables with different matrices. But the thing is, it looks very dry and sometimes looks complex as well as to what should I view and what are the questions that I'm coming that should come to the mind. So it's like difficult to understand. There is another data that's about sales of Cap Coral houses in 2016 2017. You can see here. This is the summary sheet. Okay, these are the combined sales figures, and these are the figures for 2016 and 2017. Now, the very important question that comes to my mind is whether 2016 sales or 2017 sales, which sales is higher for particular size, which are the numbers, sales numbers increasing or decreasing, are the total value of the sales increasing or decreasing, what's the total number of days on market for a particular size uh, compared to 2017, is it increasing or decreasing? So there are a number of questions, but it looks very dry. I cannot understand it from a glance view whether what's the data is speaking. But with the rightly transformed visuals, it becomes extremely easy, and I'll show you that. So to get started, this is another Excel spreadsheet, and here the data is about population in Cape Coral and how it's increasing. I can clearly see that it's increasing from 2010 to 2017, and this is growth year on year, means 157,000 less 154,000, so this is somewhere between 3,000. So that's being increasing, and the increase is on a higher rate, means it's not constantly 3,300 increasing, it's increasing at a higher rate, 3,300, 3,800, 4,300, 4,900. So it's been increasing at a higher rate. Now, the dwellings needed, this is the number of houses that are required, and for each house the assumption is that 2.2% live in a house. So if there is a population increase of 3,300, number of houses would require is 3300 divided by 2.2 means 2.2 individuals, or maybe you can call it on an average basis, around 2.2 individuals would occupy a house. So this is how dwellings are calculated, and you can see here it's also increasing every year, and the total dwellings needed by 2017 is 14,701. The permits, house permit issued, and these are also increasing, but I can clearly see the difference. In 2014 only there were 2200 dwellings needed, but only 650 permits for constructing houses were issued, and this means that there is an unmet demand of 1611. And this last column tells that the unmet demand is increasing forever. It's increasing every year. It means if we compare the data, it should if when the demand is increasing, the prices should increase, because the supply has been very limited. So let's see this, and in the graphical view there are a number of questions. So first we are going to discuss question, and then we're going to move forward with the visuals. Okay, regarding data, these are the important questions. Um, how days on market are varying for house size and years. Whether the number of days are increasing for a particular size, days on market, or if they are decreasing, and to what extent. Uh, for which houses the days on market are minimum. So that maybe I can go for investments in that particular house, and trying to actually get the value for that house as quickly as possible. So let's see what the visual is uh, about for this particular question. Yep, Cape Coral, Florida, average days on market, DOM. DO means days on market. So here you can see this is the combined days on market by square feet on left hand side, on horizontal vertical axis. This is on again, this data is for 2016 and this is for 2017, and we can clearly see that from 2000 to 2100 size of the house, the days on market is highest, that is 73. If I just filter it, you can easily see that it's from 73, 81, 56. 2017 has been like days in market for 2100 square feet houses have been decreasing, but still they are around 73 on average. And on top you can see that houses with bigger size are having more days on market on an average basis, whereas on lower side you can see that the houses with the smaller size has comparatively very less days on market. Like if we select 1300 to 1400 square feet houses, that's 47 and 40. So it's actually decreasing. For 1200, you can see 40 and 37. 2016 was 40, 2017 was 37, on an average 38 basis. Similarly, for 1500 to 1600, it was 42, and then in 2017 it was reduced to 24. So overall, there you can easily see that there has been a decreasing trend for days on market for smaller houses, and they are comparatively uh, they remain on the market for less number of days. Now this is again the line chart, and this shows that for 2500 plus houses it has been highest number of days on the market, but in this area from 1300 to 1400, 1200 to 1300, 1500 to 1600, the days on the market are around less than 40, or just almost equal to 40. So we can see that from the data about 2016 2017 and combine, days on the market for 1200 to 1300, 1500 to 1600, 1300, 1400 have been around 40 days or less. and they generally tend to sold out within 40 days. So you can see here with this visual, clear heading, data is very clear. We can easily see what's going on with the data. We can cross filter it. We can easily see that for 1900 to 2000 square feet, how the data is moving. And then we can predict results. Or we can say that what we can clearly see what the data is saying. We don't have to actually get confused because the visual is very simple and easy to understand. It's very uh, showing the exact right thing that we want to actually see from the data. Now the next question is, dwellings needed by year are increasing or decreasing? So let's see what the visual say for this. Okay, the visual is about dwelling needed versus permit issued. Now I can see here dwelling needed by year 2011, 2012, and that's clearly identifying an increasing trend. So dwellings from 2011 to 2017 are continuously increasing. Since we know that population is increasing, the dwellings needed are also increasing, and the permits issued are also increasing, but their increase is relatively small. You can see from 2010 data, the permits issued were quite less as compared to the dwellings. You can see they are on the same scale from 0. Around 2000, 0.2 means around 200 to 2500. They are on the same scale, and it is quite the permits issued have been quite less as compared to the dwellings needed. And when we see this all in another graph, it shows that population growth year on year, this is with light blue color, population growth has been 3.4 thousand, 3.8 thousand, 4.3, so it's increasing. The dwelling needed are also increasing. You can see in 2017 it rises up to 2500, but the permits issued are also increasing but at a relatively smaller pace. So there is a big gap between dwellings needed and permissions issued, and it means the unmet demand should be rising, and that is also clearly available here, that aggregate unmet demand by year from 2010 to 2017, that's been increasing every year. From 1.3 thousand to 9,000 in 2017. So it means there are exactly around 9,000 dwellings needed, and this is whereas the permits have not been issued, or the permits are not being like demanded, and there is a lot of potential for requiring number of increasing the permits issued so that dwellings needed could meet the demand. Now we have seen that permits issued have been increasing, but the rate of increase is not as much. It's not matching the demand, the dwelling needed for the houses, and has been a continuous shortfall, and this shortfall is increasing. So it means that prices should be increasing from 2016 to 2017. And when we talk about prices, so the question is whether the per square feet, what is the per square feet price for different categories of houses, like for 1100, 1200, or maybe 1300 to 1400 square feet houses, what is the per square feet price for rent and for sales? Let's see that. This is the price per square feet sales and rent for 2016 and 2017. So this is about rent, and I can see that for 2016 it's with light green color, and 2017 it's with dark or blackish color, and then it's a red dot or red line that shows average. And I can see that from 2016 to 2017, 1200 to 1300 rent pricing is decreasing from 1.08 to 1.06, and it's only the case for 1200 to 1300, but it's overall showing an increase. You can see there has been an increase from 1.01 to 1.03, 0.96 to 0.98, 0.94 to 0.96, so almost increasing for smaller number of houses, but for larger number of houses it's almost same, or sometimes in decreasing. Here you can see from 2016 to 2017 it's been decreasing, and sometimes it's increasing. But overall here we can easily identify that the rent per square feet is clearly falling down with increase in sizes. As the size is increasing, the rent per square feet is it's lower from 1.08, that is for 1200 to 1300, and continuously 0.7 for houses with 2500 square feet and plus. So in this area, Cape Coral, Florida, um, uh, actually the houses that are the smaller houses have a higher per square feet rent, and with sales also, but that's like pretty much uh, standard. There has not been a major increase or decrease in that, although from 2016 to 2017 the prices are comprehensively rising from 123 per square feet sales price to 146. It's rising in 1200 to 1300 category as well. But overall, you can see that the prices are increasing in 2017, and that could be an opportunity, and that is also clearly uh, what we predicted when we saw that the demand is increasing. It was clearly that the price should also increase, and that's what we can see here, and that's very visible here in 2017. Now finally, to what extent are the prices increasing? And let's see this in the visual. Okay, there has been more often price increase in 2017, so that's with light green color, and 2016 rent prices, 2017 rent prices, and I can see with light green color 1.012, 1.03, 0.98, 0.96. So it's more often increasing, whereas sometimes there has been a decrease. With red color these are being marked, but when we discuss rent and compare it with 2016 prices, there has been more often increase, and there is sometimes same as well, no change. But when we talk about sales, in fact, the increase has been more frequent. Only once there has been a decrease in price, and that's in the category of 2000 to 2100. Whereas in all other cases, there has been an increase or standard prices. Majority of them, it's increasing. 124, so it remains same. 110, 112, 103, 105. So it's continuously increasing. With right green color, it's clearly a major increase in price. So So you can see here with visual how easy it becomes to understand the data, and not to get confused. So I hope you like it, and in case if you need anything, you want to extract data, you want to transform data into particular matrices, or you want to visualize data, you can contact me, and the website is datavisuals.com, and you will definitely get very exciting visuals as per your requirements. Thank you.